commiserations. I've got to ask you, has papaya rules caught you out today?
Well, it's a disappointing result overall. We were in condition. We had the potential to win the race with Oscar. Certainly, he deserved that. He was fastest yesterday in qualifying in the sprint. And then certainly the podium was available for Lando, but we lost the victory with Oscar and we lost the podium with Lando. So definitely not the outcome that we wanted. Something to review in relation to the decision we made when there was a safety car at lap 7. As usual, we will learn from racing, and we will get stronger for the next event, which obviously becomes now decisive and even more important.
Thank you for coming out and talking to us straight away about it. I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Was it a conscious decision not to pit, or just an error, or missed the moment?
It was a decision. It was a decision not to pit, and in fairness, we didn't expect everyone else to pit. Obviously, when everyone else behind you pits, then it makes it pitting like definitely the right thing to do. Obviously, when you are the lead car, you don't know exactly what the others are going to do. There could have been a loss for Lando in pitting in case we were pitting both cars with the double stack. But effectively, the main reason was related to not expecting everyone else to pit. So it was a decision, but as a matter of fact, it wasn't the correct decision.
And then once the race got underway and you had made or committed to that decision, we heard, I think it was Will Joseph, talking about everyone else losing their flexibility. What was the flexibility that you had that could have changed your race and you were hoping for, other than the safety car?
Well, the flexibility was relating to any other safety car, which would have put us in a very strong position. That's the flexibility that Will was referring to. Like for all the others pitting at lap 7, their strategy was kind of prescribed. 7:32, 57. But as a matter of fact, it worked very well for everyone stopping at lap 7. So ultimately, that's what it is. We thought that the pace in the car also could have allowed anyhow to open enough of a gap, but again, there was a much higher degradation, and therefore we couldn't exploit entirely the pace of the car. So not the desired outcome.
And to put salt in your wounds, you picked the safety car up very early on in the lap, didn't you? It wasn't like you could get around here and maybe try to pit at the end of that lap.
You know, in fairness, you need to have a plan, obviously, for the safety car to happen at whatever moment in a lap. Obviously, when it's so late, it doesn't even give you the possibility to check what's happening in pit lane, what the plan of the others is. So, honestly, not an excuse. Whatever happens in the lap, you need to be ready to make the right decision.
Andrea, the problem here, though, is this Oscar Piastri was speechless, left speechless after that one. And ironically, the fact that he finished second and Lando finished in fourth, it's actually disadvantaged Oscar going into the final race in Abu Dhabi. What do you do now? Papaya rules, you know, you've got Max is now 12 points behind. Oscar's 16 points behind. Yep. Lando needs to finish on the podium. Do you now have to change away from this? Do you
First of all, we understand Oscar being extremely disappointed because, like I said at the start, he has done everything right. He's been fast, he's been solid, he's been consistent. Likewise, Lando. So the drivers deserved to capitalize on their great performance. In terms of adapting the way we go racing, we just want to always keep the options open for both drivers. They both in condition to win the championship. There's been often in the history of Formula One a situation in which he was the third in the classification to actually win the championship. There's been often in the history of Formula One a situation in which he was the third in the classification to actually win the championship. I remember 2000.
That one, though, but you're now in a position where